Hello, Ederson Oliveira here for the Solo Coder. Today I'll be talking about owning your own name. What do I mean by that? If right now I go to google.com and I type in your first name and your last name, will I be able to find you? I think that's a fair question. That's what I mean by owning your own name. Now, why should you care about that? Well, you know what? If you want to go to this solo career, you're going to be applying for jobs, you're going to be applying for projects, contracts, you're going to be talking to clients, and people will be trying to find information about you. Actually, when I hire a contractor, I do that all the time, not only with contractors, but with clients as well. I go on Google, I type in their name, and I try to find and research about them, contractors and clients as well. So you should try owning your name. Now, this is one of those things that nature may have given you a gift or may have not. Again, it depends on what your name is all about. If you're called John Smith, I mean, that's really bad luck on that point. So you may not be able to make use of what I'm about to tell. But if you have a not very common name like my name, Ederson Oliveira, you can actually own your name. If you go to, I'll give an example in a second, but unless that, people will be trying to find you on the web. And actually, I go back to my own experience when I try to get contractors out there and I don't find their profile online, I don't find anything about them. That really sets me off, turns me off a little bit. And if it does that for me, I'm sure that I'm not alone in that boat. I'm sure that people out there, clients and people that you are trying to work with, they will do the same thing and they may or may not consider searching on your name. So what do I have more here? So again, it's a very special case. It doesn't apply to everybody because you may have a very common name. I'm actually doing that for, actually, let me step back here. So where do you start to own your name? First thing is that grab your domain name. Grab your first name, last name, .com if you can, .whatever if you cannot get the .com anymore. I have the .com of both of my daughters. Not sure if in 10 years time frame if that will be still relevant, but I have both of their domain names. So grab your domain name. Now this goes together with side by side with becoming an expert. If you just grab your domain name and you don't do anything with that, too bad. You won't be able to leverage, you won't be able to own your name. So grab your domain, start to write, start to become the expert, start to blog there. So that's one aspect. Also on LinkedIn, put your profile there with your first and last name. On the social media websites, on the other social media websites, Twitter, Google Plus, not very relevant anymore, but still, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can put your first and last name, do that and try to to put some content. Now, another thing that you want to do is you may want to interact with people on other sites like forums. And usually in forums, you have the option to put a footer about yourself. So maybe that's an opportunity for you to link back to your site with your name. Some forums will have a no follow, so it will not be that beneficial, but still do that. You have to put your name out there. I'm gonna go through some examples here. I'm gonna go through my own name. So I have a very special, very unique name. It's usually Anderson, but it's Ederson. And if I type in Ederson Oliveira, you're gonna see that I really dominate the first page of Google. The first link is me. The images are mostly myself. YouTube here, my site here. I have the .com of my first name. Upwork here, my LinkedIn here. This is not me. This is me again, and this is me again. So out of 10 links in first page of Google, I have 8 of them. That's what I would recommend you to try to do as well. I have my .com domain. I have my edersonoliveira.com as well, which is not active because I do that under my .com domain. What else I have here? I have a bad example here. Ted, forgive me for that, but I'm going to show you that. You should also make sure that your name is consistent across the multiple social media sites and multiple places on the web. Decide how you want to be called, how you want to be known. I mean, you may be called Daniel, and then you one side to put Danny, and then the other side to put Dan. No, don't do that. Make it consistent. I'm gonna give you a bad example right now. Again, Ted, I told you many times that I'm gonna call you out on that. So Ted is a good friend of mine, and on his Facebook page, he has Teddy, double D-Y. And then he has Ted here, T-E-D. And then on his LinkedIn, he has Tadios, which is his full first name. So again, make up your mind. Be consistent. Be consistent with your name as well. Own your name. At least try to. And do you own your name already? If you go to Google, if you put it there, what will happen? That's my question to you. Do you own your name? Now, last part here is a question that has nothing to do with this ramble. What's wrong with my new t-shirt? And I'm specifically talking about the logo. There's something wrong with the logo here, and someone needs to tell me what it is. Great shout out to the Slack group, Slack peeps. Let's keep interacting. My question goes to you. I want to see who knows what's wrong with my new t-shirt, with the logo on my t-shirt. That's it. Own your name. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.